I should probably actually take the cop. Because I like the hobo.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see. So that's the turrets popping up. Whoa! I didn't even notice that guy there. I will admit. I know this is on the Nintendo Switch. I think I will always prefer twin sticky shooters on keyboard and mouse because my accuracy is impeccable on those. The auto aim is nice, but it's one of those where, like, I'm a lazy bones. I like to be able to just drop my cursor on something and just nuke it to death. Let's see. Try storing bodies in Guido's shop. Ooh. Yeah, that actually would be a really good idea. Yeah, this game is on Steam. Yes. Nope, not here. I believe it's only on Steam and the Nintendo Switch, but they really wanted me to feature it on the Switch. And I will gladly do so, but I will also voice my slight preference for Steam. I will admit, though, there's a certain... How would I even describe it? Like, bias? Oh. No, the environments have the cache in it. Sometimes. But yeah, I have a slight bias for Steam on PC, but like, I know... No, that's just host body. Movement speed, dash distance. Both these are pretty good. Want to go faster? Nah, not really. I guess I have a preference for PC just because that's where most of my games are, and it requires less like setup on my end. But audience-wise, if it's on Switch, people like specifically be looking for it, which is neat. I don't get to see that very often in Ooh, I don't want. Ugh. I'd have to pay to store in there. Ooh. I didn't realize I have the SWAT guy. Well, we'll keep working on the punk first, and then we'll start working on SWAT. Eventually, once we have more things set up, I'd like to start storing bodies, but that's going to be a bit harder. Okay. But, like, especially for the first, like, 2 years or so of the Nintendo Switch's lifespan, I distinctly remember, like, anytime a game would come out on the Switch specifically, yeah, so there's so many upgrades in the, in all of these. Oh, I should work on that. Or work on that. I gotta break everything now. Brain, what am I saying? But yeah, so like whenever I'd put up a video that had like Switch in the title, more people would watch the video just by default. And that was kind of really nice. I think it's dropped off a little bit because a lot of people kind of found out about that from a development standpoint, but there's still some like, some games that really like stick out and manage to stick out as a result. Whoops. B-baller just, ow! I wonder if you can actually cap one of the champion style dudes. Interesting question. Well, we can grab the brain at the very least. Hell yeah. Oh no, that's just the brain bopping around. Well, let's go drop it off real quick. And these guys are probably pretty cheap. We're almost done on these guys, though. Interestingly enough, you barely even see drug lords, wrestlers, off-duty detectives, and whatnot spawn. Maybe they're more likely to spawn in some of the level variants, if that makes sense. Okay. All things so far working out. Right. I gotta break stuff. I need cash. There's the cash. Yep. I was wondering why we're getting so little money on these runs, and the answer is I wasn't actually finding the spots where it's supposed to be. Cool. That's a massive uptick in finances. Oh, it's this guy again. Rocco Marcelino, as always. Uh-oh. Well, suddenly things got a little bit more dire. Never mind. Thank you. Okay, so they do give me a character as soon as I lose one. He's kind of hard to hit with the Molotovs. But when I do, he burns. And I've never seen Rocky. Ah, shoot. Holy shit, he hurts. Okay, this should be a paper girl. There we go. That's a little bit better. I like the idea of the Molotovs. I think they work better for certain characters. Damn it. I am never quite ready for that one. Can I not hit him? I don't think I can hit him as a Ghostbuster. That's weird. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Obviously can't hit him like that. And this man's dead. Let's keep cycling until we get a cop. Okay. Luckily, I'm pretty zippy. Nope, you're not a cop. Come on. Give me a cop. Nope, and I'm dead. Never mind. Ah, shoot. I should have spent that money. I was like, I'll be fine. It's just Rocco Marcelino. I've fought him before, and the answer is nope. That didn't work. Let's see. So we're obviously getting a lot more money now. I should remember to start breaking some of these things. Because I think breakables in every point of the level have money in them. I almost kind of wish they were marked. As a just kind of like, yeah, this one's got, like, you can see a hint of green or yellow or something like that. As a, like, time-saving measure, so I'm not just breaking every... Whoops. Just so I'm not breaking everything in my immediate surroundings. Wow, this got hairier, hectic. Oh, because of you. Okay, so that messed that up, actually. I don't know. I think that's just the Molotov dude. Probably be a lot easier once we have the, just one of our first major damage upgrades, but still. Oh, it's some cash. All before me. Running in my head, I'm kind of, like, constantly thinking about, like, how this game is designed compared to a lot of other roguelikes. And the unlocking characters thing is weird, and I'm probably not going to dedicate as much money to certain things than others. Like, I'm probably not going to put as much money into the Rocco Marcelino guy. Just because I don't think he's as valuable. The Boxer in general seems like kind of a B-list playable character, if only because of the, the fact that there's only one of them, and that's not super useful to me. If there were more common spawn, especially in, like, Act 2 or something like that, maybe I'd be more keen on it. But I'll probably get, like, all the basic ones up to SWAT. You know, the characters that show up during boss fights, the fireman, the b-baller, the so on and so forth. And then after that, I'm probably going to start buying the passive upgrades and saving up to get Act 2 characters and rinse repeat until we start needing something else. Because I think, to some small degree, we want to get more progress than anything else. But I was just thinking of this in terms of, like, game design. You know, one of my favorite game design details that I learned a long time ago was that, in designing Tower of Guns, the developers specifically made it so your first run was harder. Your first 3 runs, and then the difficulty would... damn it. The difficulty would slowly go back... Whoops. Would go back down to, like, a more normal... Burn! Hell yeah. Insta-death. And we get an upgrade. Okay, Parasite lives. Primary attack 3. Secondary attack cooldown. That's okay. The Parasite attack might actually be really helpful, though. We might want to pick that one up. Seen other games do this difficulty thing. Yeah. And so in this game's case, what it does is, because it's kind of drip-feeding a lot of the character unlocks, it forces you to really learn the basics, you know, in and out before you can really progress on to the later areas. Or even really start buying a lot of these abilities. Because, like, for example, probably gonna finish off unlocking that character. I think I'll leave the other ones for later until they actually start showing up. I don't even know where the Wolfman is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Molotovs are not my favorite. The damage and the damage over time is nice, but it's really hard to aim. If it would intercept an enemy along the way, I think it would be super doable. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna say? Right, but so it kind of puts it behind a light grind wall. Not a big one that I've seen so far. The real question would be, like, what happens when you get to Act 2? How expensive is the sumo wrestler, the butcher, or anything like that? So if they're not too bad, then I don't think it would be terrible. Especially because you do actually get a lot of money from, You do actually get a lot of money from... I guess there's no real point in breaking those. I don't think I get any money from it. You do get a lot of money from beating the boss, so, like, as long as you... have that... Oh, that's a brain sitting around for Fireman. Hey! As long as you can make a little bit of progress every time you are going to be unlocking all the characters. I mean, $500-600 just from one boss fight is pretty good by this game's standards. Okay, so let's grab this guy, but honestly, he wasn't really worth it. Oh, who is she? Streetwalker. Huh. Let's grab B-Baller. I prefer the ranged characters, first and foremost. But the idea of using all of this as a difficulty curve is actually kind of clever. Let's see. Block, the extra damage. Kind of iffy on that. Let's go for the defensive upgrade. I don't think I'm really going to invest in Parasite lives unless everything is garbage. Mainly because Parasite lives are... If I'm using Parasite lives, I probably shouldn't be. I should probably grab, like, one as a backup at some point, but not when I'm still kind of early on in a run and not very good. What's the aura doing for me? I honestly don't even know. I've just had an aura. It's probably the instant death aura. So maybe I just insta-kill things sometimes when they come within a certain range of me. Or it's a bug. That's also a possibility. No other games, difficulty curve-wise, they just use heavy meta progression. Yep, there we go. So that was... I just insta-gived somebody that walks within my range. Man keeps running from me. Holy shit, I do a lot of damage for some reason. I wonder if it has something to do with the skulls underneath the character's name. That they actually... they kind of internally level up. Or if there's higher grades of dudes. So that since this guy's a 3 skull, he just does a shit ton of damage? I'm just going to pointlessly come up with theories until I have some kind of proof. Okay, now that I've consumed my delicious bread, let's go back to consuming some delicious brains. And mostly currency. So we did some audience members have already picked this up, and apparently each of these different each of these different characters actually has special abilities. So cop, shooting, and donuts. Horses do sometimes. Revolver, endless clip, very bad aim. But yeah, different characters have stat bonuses. So the cop's pretty boring. The reject has a luck buff. She does less damage, but more special attack. He has more HP and attack, but his special attack's bad. B-baller has better stats. Looks like the werewolf is nuts. A lot of extra HP, a lot of extra stats. Makes sense why you'd want them. The main question is, how would you get them? And the answer is, I don't know. But yeah, so... depending on who you're playing, you actually will have, like, a stat boost. That sounds useful. Let's go drop off the last of our money. I believe we can unlock the B-baller? Yeah! Alright, and then let's try very hard not to die. Oh, I guess I got 5 coins left, and we might as well put it into the firefighter. Okay, and boss time. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be double trouble again. So how'd I rate this game? I don't... realistically, difficult for me to ever give a game a rating. This is... wow, I am just rolling this thing. This is a pretty decent game from what I've experienced so far. But I'm a little biased, as I'm not big on twin-stick shooters usually. They tend to be kind of boring for me. And this one is not. And... dang it. Walked right into that one. Losing my cop is rough. I was really hoping I could take out that one guy. Okay. Well, there we go again. That is a really nice intro. I like that. So yeah, should probably invest into Parasite health or host health. It's just, I am lazy and I want the biggest DACA. And that's the answer. But yeah, I'd probably give this like... currently a 3-something on a 5-point scale. But a lot of that just has to do with the fact that it's in early development. That said, seems like there's a fair bit of content here. I'm pretty sure this is early access. Unless I'm wrong. But, like, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Obviously, not super big on just, like... I'm gonna say... the aesthetic is lovely looking, but I'm not a big fan of fighting people that are just, like, junkies and hobos and whatnot. If only because, like, I'm very much, like, a big sci-fi fantasy buff. And so it's just kind of like, there's a reason why I'd say watch Lord of the Rings over... Whoops. Okay, I think I got the right person. Cool. Yeah, we need this. It's why I would watch Lord of the Rings over, say, Rocky Balboa. Or, geez, is Gangs of New York a movie? I think so. Or maybe that's just an idea. Heck if I know. But yeah, real life is something that I rarely touch. And so being a HyperParasite, I almost kind of wish I specifically was playing like an alien creature on an alien planet. But it's just everything else is an analog. I am really biased. Oh, that's the Hulk Hogan guy. Got it. Okay, so we'll want to drop this one off. But yeah, I don't know. I've just always been biased for things that are not on planet Earth. But that's such a like a niggling complaint. The proper gameplay and stuff is pretty good. I hope they add more like boss variety and kind of balance out the transition between acts. Because I'm a little scared I'm going to get to Act 2 again, and it's just going to be like, and you don't have anybody. Better start farming for brains. Don't get hit, otherwise you're in trouble. But, like, that's an easy fix with just a minor balancing patch. To just be like, okay, yep, no, that is a bit of a problem. And then switch it over. I do want to switch over to B-Baller. Let's try that. I haven't tried a B-Baller yet, and they've got good stats, so... Plus, they've got Ricochet shot, maybe? I don't actually know if the bouncing balls will hit or hurt enemies. But, like, honestly, B-Baller is straight up just better than... It's the cop, but doesn't suck. Well, okay. I guess it's not that the cop sucks either, but still. I mean, look at this! Freaking bouncing balls of death! I think the base damage was 10, too. This is a full release version. Really? I thought they had done early access. Well, I'm wrong. Well, one way or another, still an easy fix. Sewer key, 50. So that's how we get it. Let's keep going. Alright, I was gonna go drop the brain off. Whatever, this guy will be fine for a little while. I guess I'm just kind of in this weird state where I assume every roguelike that ever lands on my plate is early access nowadays. When was the last time a roguelike actually came out 1.0? I honestly can't think of a single one, actually. Oh, good. Okay, so the brain did go into the Hogan man. Yeah, let's go with the sewers key this time around. I want to play with the skill system, but we want to save that money. Man, we haven't found a single we've not found a single mutation point. Why are the B-ballers not this dangerous normally? Holy shit. Like, look at this. This is unupgraded and the guy's just blowing through everyone. Oh, this is out last year? On Steam? Really? I missed that. Huh. Shoot, I'm bad at things. Well, it's fine. I must have totally missed the email. Or just missed the launch. That's unfortunate, actually. Because, yeah, I actively do try and cover every roguelike I can. I must have just, I don't know, my inbox is an Eldritch Hell Beast, so there's a very real possibility that that's just what happens. Let's see, who did I watch play this, then? I played the Kickstarter demo, like, years ago. That might have been how you saw it. Oh, shoot. but then it kind of went silent for a while. And then I guess it's just 1.0. Well, I feel kind of embarrassed. And guilty. Because, yeah, I legitimately do try and play every roguelike. At least once. And if it's good, I try and play it for at least a couple of hours. Because there's some legitimately good roguelikes out there. And, honestly, I would say this is probably one of them. Like, it almost gives off what I was hoping from Streets of Rogue, which I realize is probably going to upset some people. I liked the sandbox-ish aspect of Streets of Rogue, but I found it to be very... not directionless. It felt very... too chaotic, I guess. When I tried like really sinking my teeth into that game, I usually just defaulted to this kind of gameplay. Seriously, did we not find any other one of these? Ugh, that's bad. Okay, I did not figure out how to throw a mean ball. I will have to try that again. I'm assuming you just go in, it's like a Farah, just chuck shit or fire massive amounts of basketballs. Or it's like a crazy slam dunk. Could be both. So you have enough money for the key. I think I already bought the key. Yeah, I have the key in my inventory. I guess while we're here, we might as well grab this. Yeesh, that's weak. I guess I'm just gonna stack damage for a little while. The B-baller's strong enough that he can effectively just blast through most things. Why was I just relentlessly destroying that? I have no idea. Hopefully we can find at least one good attack upgrade before we're done. Car is just filled with non-stop amounts of people. Like, clown love cars just sound really weird and uncomfortable. Ooh! New guy! Frank Donovan! So this is the retired detective, probably. Okay, so that's how it works. So it's a melee range only attack. I was really hoping the ricocheting basketballs would actually do horror things to this dude. Now let's wait for him to get out of there, because it's kind of awkward to hit him. There we go. Whoa! That was a new maneuver. Yeah, I can deal with him when he's shooting at me. Can't deal with him so hot when he's just hanging out there. Alright, there we go. Bonk. Alright, eye for an eye. What does that do? Spawns 2 needles every time the host body receives damage. Yeah! And we get a brain. So, that's slightly more damage. I guess I'll go for it. Otherwise, we're going to be just weak-balling it left and right here for a while. Okay, let's see. One more attack upgrade, or nah. Oh, that. Oh, he did get it. Hey. Yeah. Okay. So the ricochet does do damage. The ricochet does do damage, but it does have a limited range before it loses its oomph. I am pretty fine with this. Holy crap, this guy just destroys. Got anything else around here? Or no? Well, we got like trash bins and whatnot, which I probably want to break if I want to get cash. See if I can hit? I can hit occasionally. Eh. Okay, we do have the sewer key, so we can go down in and see what that fuss is about. I'm assuming maybe that's where we get like drug lords and whatnot. Either that or the drug lords show up like the boxer as a mid-boss style enemy that you can kill. Let's see. So let's go back to the shop. Let's drop. So why wouldn't the ricochet do damage? There's like a later type of ricochet that doesn't do damage. So do I want to go for the firefighter or start saving up for one of the really expensive dudes? Nah, let's get the firefighter. The more base classes I can have unlocked, the better. And then eventually we'll just start putting all of our money into the skills. Maybe I'll start doing that sooner than later. Alright, this looks like sewers. Old sewers entrance, lock is damaged. So, how many biomes are there? Okay, sewer key. Well, this'll be interesting.
Sewers.
So we didn't have to fight a boss to get through here. Ooh. What kind of enemies are we fighting? So it looks like we're still in Act 1 zone. But the Molotov dudes are more common. So that's probably how you actually get stronger in this game. Is you have to go into stuff like the sewers, and the more side areas you go into, the more upgrades you can pick up. Let's see if we fight Double Trouble after this, or if it's going to be its own boss. Hopefully the money around here is better. Okay. Just going to keep tossing my balls everywhere. Just slinging them balls. Where do I get all these balls, you may ask? I don't know. You know, it's actually kind of refreshing playing this game. Knowing that it's done, I guess. A problem that I've been running into somewhat lately is all of these games keep coming out early access, which means they're kind of like, they launch in an incomplete state. Maybe they're missing a boss, maybe they're missing all their bosses. Maybe, you know, half the characters aren't in, maybe the upgrades aren't even balanced well. It just kind of rinse repeat. And the problem I run into with that is very much like, it makes it difficult for me to really want to spend time on them, because I almost would rather just wait until they're done before I sink the time in and really get invested in the gameplay. Because otherwise I get really bored of them really fast. Being like, oh yeah, I'm going to throw like a bunch of time into the first like hour of Noida over and over again, because it's, you know, just kind of a brutal game and missing a lot of the side content that might pad it out in a more holistic fashion. And admittedly, with mods fixed that one pretty well. I guess the easiest example would be like Risk of Rain 2. I know it just got a big update, but I just find myself having some amount of trouble being excited for it, because it's just still the same game. And it hasn't changed too much. It's changed slightly from the last time I played it. And I think I find myself yearning for the complete feeling that... Whoa! Okay, there we go. So that... Whoop. Okay. Well, that works, honestly, better for me in a way. Because I could just kind of hang out back here, let the poison just wreck them instead. Alright, we good? It's not stopping, but I'm going to hope that it's non-fatal. Or I can just roll through it. Either or. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Let's see. Host body, primary attack +3. Yeah. Let's just up these balls. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Risk of Rain 2 being done, so I can really, like, devote some time to it again. But every time I load it up now, I'm just kind of like, yeah, but I could just wait for the next time and it'll be even better. Maybe it's just early access fatigue as a whole is just weighing me down a little bit. Let's see. Oh, we don't actually have a Weedos in here. Dang. So that means this brain is just stuck with me until I beat this. Well, it's just double trouble again, so I guess it's not so bad. But yeah, this is why I want to go to the sewers.
Double trouble.
Okay, that didn't do as much damage as I was hoping it would. Ow. Alright, new B-baller. Okay. I'm definitely stronger as a result of all this, which is good. Okay, let's grab this guy. Okay. Grab him. Because B-ballers are the superior man. Okay. So we gotta break this down quick. Okay, there we go. We have taken some damage, so it's not so bad. Because now I can sling a mean ball and let the ricochet kind of deal with everything for me. Okay, I don't think that did as much damage as I was going for, but that's okay. Hello, yes? Okay. There we go. Get my HP back. Not have to fear. Because now I can take a hit or 3. Oh, dang it. Okay. I haven't taken too much. We'll just take what we can. Okay. Come on, and it's done. Alright, so far so good. We get to go to Act 2 with a decent amount of stuff. I can only have one brain at a time. Well, I'd say that sucks, but we do have the superior brain, so it's not so bad. Okay. So that'll get us the Drug Lord. 1,000 to pick up the Drug Lord. It's not so bad. This might be one of the situations where I want to get Machine Gun Drone Regen Zone. Or Poison Damage Over Time effects. Walk back into the boss room. Huh. Yeah, so I can. Cool. Well, that's easy enough. Do I want to try the machine gun drone? Yeah. Look who's graced my humble shop, the star of the moment, the one everyone wants. You caused the biggest ruckus I've ever seen since those city warriors running around. The monkeys declared something like, oh wait, no, we've already done that. I wanted to buy the thing. I don't want to talk to Guido. I want to buy the thing. Oh, it's a use item. That's less exciting. Well, I guess let's throw the rest of the money at the streetwalker. She's more likely to show up anyway. Okay, so we can't go to the bowels of Asia Town. We can't go to the underground temple, so I guess we're just going back to Asia Town proper. Well, we killed a lot more enemies that time around.
freeze you down.
I like this music. Okay, so I just have to make sure I don't die. Otherwise, this is gonna go real bad. Luckily, as an expert b-baller, my survival is much higher. Let's hope the cash around here is better, too. Yeah, all I have to do is get one person, and I'll be fine. We just have to unlock at least one. Oh my god, the amount of windows that these people are just destroying is just a little concerning. Looks like the ninjas have a pretty good attack pattern. Luckily, they, like almost every enemy in almost every game, incredibly weak to a simple tactic called circle strafing. Okay, got anything else sitting around? Nope. Okay, I have $2. Not helpful. Come on, give me the cash. Give me the cash money. I deserves it. I needs it. Okay, that was $60. $60 ain't bad. Enjoy burning. Yeah, gotta watch out for the shurikens. The spread on them is a bit spooky. Okay, ninja's down. And we're good. Eat the meanest people. Nope. She got knocked back. I like the idea of the B-baller special, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use it particularly well. Most of the enemies get knocked around to begin with. Oh, we've already found the boss. That's fine. Rafe Crags. I forgot we actually have names here. Rafe Crags will be able to do this. I believe in him. He just has to knock it sumoed in the face. Stormly. Uh-oh. Well. It's going to be silly if the first brain that I get is going to be one of the mid-boss type enemies. At least I've got Mad B-Ball to just carry me forward. Give me your brain! Secret code. Brain. And a power-up. Okay. That's good. That's real good. We're gonna go for the HP. I like the extra damage, but no. It's the freaking Lord of Lightning. First brain I get in the area. And actually not too expensive. I was worried. I mean, obviously it costs a lot compared to the amount of money that I'm actually making from the enemies here, but oh well. Probably want to spend the next couple upgrades on just increasing my raw damage, though. Okay, that's some cash. Not quite as much as I was going for, but still. Yeah, I want these fan ladies. They seem like their attacks would be incredible for mowing through groups. Them and the ninjas. Why were they hiding there? I don't know. What the? Industrial District. Needed the key to turn the engine on. I wonder how many of these are actually permanent. Probably very few of them. Like, it would be cool if once you have the sewer key, you were just good to go. And you will always have the sewer key, but that seems unlikely to me. I guess we'll have to check on the next round through. Well. Okay, good. We have an upgrade spot. Can I have brain? Like a person? Oh, we're gonna go into the freaking Act 2 boss fight without a single person that we can take over. We will have to just purist the fight. Well, if we're lucky, it will be slightly less bullet helly, which is unlikely. We got a mid-boss variant of one of the fan women, so that might actually, it might work. Give me your brain. There we go. Have got brain. Alright, extra attacks. Yeah. Can I get these? The answer is no. Okay, so why don't we... Let's go back here. Oh good, the geishas are actually like one of the first. Damn it. Whatever, we're almost there. We'll die after this one, but it's fine. Alright, face the ancient warrior. Oh boy. Wish these enemies got smoked by the lasers. Okay, this is really hairy. Damn it. Well. Oh, I should have used my drone. And I'm dead. It's fine.
Game over.
We got killed by the Yakuza. Yeah, I forgot about the drone, but honestly, like, it wouldn't have mattered. The drone would have destroyed me. Or, not the drone. The boss would have destroyed me one way or another. Not being able to switch characters is, rough, or... Not being able to take over a new body is kind of rough.
Downtown.